Unleash your inner adventure as we invite you to embark on an epic 3-day backpacking adventure from the South Rim to the bottom of the North Rim of the Grand Canyon. In this video, we will showcase the ultimate Grand Canyon travel guide and discover the secrets of successful hiking and backpacking, from the essential supplies you should bring to the pitfalls you must avoid. Immerse yourself in the untamed wilderness as we reveal hidden oases where water awaits and the ingenious tips to ward off muscle cramps. Learn from the stories of our triumphs and learn from our epic missteps. Stay connected to the world above as we unveil the unexpected spots where cell signal breaks through the rugged terrain. Learn how to navigate encounters with the canyon's intriguing inhabitants, including our unforgettable adventure with a huge, slithering rattlesnake. With emergency phone and contact information at your fingertips and our personal trail highlights, let us be your compass through this extraordinary journey. We will share tips, resources, and what you need to know on how to navigate this historic, inspiring place. Get ready to unleash the grandeur of the Grand Canyon so that you can create your own legendary tale. Today is the day before the hike, and we're about to embark on this 30-mile epic journey. You know, after being here looking at this, it's a little scary. I mean, it's epically big, and you know, we've been here before, but I think the size and the scale is unreal. What do you guys think?
We're gonna find out how in shape, how prepared, and how hungry we are to finish this adventure of a lifetime.
Yeah, it's a once in a lifetime.
We don't know if we'll have another chance to do this, so this is our one big shot.
Right now, my pack with the water is close to 35 pounds, which is way too heavy. So I gotta figure out how to reduce the weight.
Yeah, we can reduce the amount of Cheetos that we brought.
Yeah, we brought some Cheetos. And what are you guys most excited about doing this hike?
Surviving.
Really surviving, Juliana?
Surviving.
Enjoying the views.
I'm looking forward to testing my physical abilities. I think it's gonna push our physical limits to the limit. And I'm looking forward to pushing to see what I got in the tank. But I'm looking forward to testing the limits, and I'm also looking for the views from the bottom. I've always seen it from the top, never from the bottom. The box canyon is supposed to be really cool, where the canyon gets tight and narrow and it's hot. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah.
And then camping's gonna be cool. Under the stars from the bottom of the Grand Canyon. Plus there's deer, snakes, scorpions, who knows what we're gonna see.
We're gonna see what we encounter down there. We've never done this before. We've been watching YouTube videos and trying to educate ourselves. So this is like the unknown to us. This is like being on a different planet, different hike, different adventure. We don't know if we're prepared or not. So we don't know if we have the right stuff. We don't know if we're gonna find out a lot of stuff. So
we're gonna learn more about ourselves and our physical abilities on this hike than maybe anything else we've ever done.
Yeah, because we watched so many videos and there's young people, they look in a good shape, but they complain that it's really, really hard. And we watched those like older people that were enjoying the hike so much, and they didn't say once, "Oh, I'm so tired, I cannot make it." We'll see how are we going to be tomorrow.
a lot of people here. We had to wait over an hour to get into the park.
Yeah, and actually...
And we came early.
Yeah, we got here early to get in. So if you're ever coming to the Grand Canyon, make sure you come early, because the lines to get in, at least this time of the year, it's pretty extensive. Tell me about your prep. Lewis, how did you prep for this hike? What did you do, like your equipment and your gear?
I got an ultralight backpack. I got an ultralight sleeping bag, which I may not use now. Sleeping pad, tent, food, trekking poles. I've never used trekking poles before, so that's going to be a new experience. And I've never carried a pack this heavy before, so that's going to be different also. So a lot of new things for me. It's going to be a different kind of hike.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Done a lot of hiking, just not like this.
Yeah, Juliana, how did you prepare?
We just hiked one time El Capitan with the heavy backpacks, and I think the weight is the thing that I'm going to enjoy the least.
It makes a difference.
If I don't have the backpack, I know that I can just make it in a day. But with the backpack, I really don't know.
Yeah, and I'm concerned about the backpack too. I mean, for training, you know, I did a lot of stair running. I did stationary bike. I didn't play tennis. I'm a tennis player, and I haven't played for 2 months because my ankle was sore. So I'm curious to see how that's going to do. But I'm concerned about the weight, and I'm also concerned about the weight with the heat, because at the bottom of the canyon, I think we're going to hit temperatures in the upper 90s. and I think that's going to be a concern. So, and we hope you enjoy this trip.
This is the outdoor version of Hikers and Cars.
That's right. This is Hikers and Cars. I think it's episode 4 or 5. I don't know which one it is. But by the way, if you don't know what Hikers and Cars is, we don't tell them what Hikers and Cars is.
Hikers and Cars started a few years ago. It's a YouTube video about hikers in cars.
Yeah, so what happened was...
Driving on the road.
Yeah, driving and stuff. What happened was originally Lewis and I were in Hollywood one time, and we were doing the hiking the Hollywood sign, and we ended up making this little video just kind of for fun, and we threw it up on social media, and we got tons of likes and views, and people were asking us to make more. So over the years, we've made a few of these videos with Diliana. The 3 of us have been on a few hikes. There's some links down below in the video if you want to see those. All right, guys. Well, I'm excited. How about a high five? Okay, so it's about 5:30 in the morning, day of the hike. We got our packs on.
Yep.
And these packs are heavy. So we're all geared up. How do you guys feel?
Well, I feel ready to go.
Lewis?
Let's go.
Anyway, so this is going to be an epic journey. Come with us on this, and we're excited, but we're tired. The day before the hike, we visited the Grand Canyon Backcountry Center. The knowledge and suggestions were extremely valuable. If you're considering hiking the Grand Canyon, be sure to stop there as they can tell you about trail conditions, where water can be found, and what to look out for. Before your hike, be sure to listen to AM 1610 for trail, park, and general current helpful information. There are rest areas at 1.5 and 3 miles on the Bright Angel Trail. Many hikers we encountered thought there would be water there, but there was not. Please be sure to check with the Backcountry Center before your hike for water access points. There were emergency phone and covered shelters at both rest areas. One item that surprised us is that we had different carriers for our cell phones, and we were all able to get cell service all the way down until we got to the 3-mile rest house on the Bright Angel Trail. How's the hike going so far?
Awesome. Can't even describe it. It's a picture is worth 1,000 words. There aren't enough words to describe it.
The Devil's Corkscrew is one of my favorite parts of the trail, and it's a series of switchbacks and breathtaking views. The rocks in this area are estimated to be over 2 billion years old. Avoid hiking this section during the hottest parts of the day, as temperatures can soar over 100 degrees in this area. We carried an average of 4.5 liters, or about 1.2 gallons of water in our backpacks. We had 3-liter water bladders, but we also carried a small bottle of water to mix and drink electrolytes. We brought 3 small portable power packs to charge our phones, GoPros, Zoleo satellite communicators, and phones. We also found the staff at Phantom Ranch very helpful, and they let us charge our devices at the ranch. We set up camp at Bright Angel Campground. Permits are required and must be displayed for overnight camping in the Grand Canyon. It is also strongly recommended to hang your backpacks, as rodents often try to get into the packs. Phantom Ranch is a short half-mile walk from Bright Angel Campground, and many hikers stop for breaks, food, and snacks. We made it to Phantom Ranch, and we're tired, and it was, how many hours?
9.
9 hours, and it was only supposed, we anticipated it would take like 5 or 4. Phantom Ranch lemonade.
Yeah. Hike is great, it's just our backpacks are so heavy.
The backpacks are so heavy that it's like, it wouldn't be that difficult if the packs weren't heavy. We could do this pretty easily, but the packs are like wearing a toll on our bodies, I think, all of us, yeah? So, I mean, the water, the packs, everything, and that's drizzling a little bit, but it's a nice cool. We set up our tents.
We could have done it with just water. Just a day back and some water, and just hike down and then hike back.
In one day doing that is a lot, though. But
it would have been, but it would have been a lot of miles. but those packs were just
Yeah.
wearing.
The packs
us
make
out.
it tough,
I
yeah.
mean, the hiking wasn't super. It was the weight. That
Yeah,
was
it
the
was the
packs.
weight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we still made it with the packs. Without the packs, it would have been a lot easier.
Yeah, it would have been a lot easier. I'm looking at the top of where we started, and man, it is impressive. We are way the heck down here. And when you realize that, we did some, look at that, not this ridge, but the ridge above it. Wow, that's crazy, guys. We did some serious hiking. You guys should be proud of yourselves. You guys are here in Grand Canyon, about to have a steak dinner at Phantom Ranch. Anything else? Any other?
Staying at Bright Angel Campground?
We're staying at Bright Angel Campground, which is about half a mile from Phantom Ranch. And after hiking all day, that half a mile was excruciating.
We barely made that.
And we're not wearing packs.
If it was much further, I don't know how to make it.
Yeah, but it was also very cold.
It was hot.
Yeah, it was hot, but not that hot. I mean, it was high 80s probably. It wasn't
No, it was close to. Yeah, it was close to 90. Yeah, it was
probably
high
90. But I didn't. He didn't bother me. It's just the weight of the pack. But the poles helped a lot. Anyway, it's starting to rain here at Phantom Ranch. If you want to eat at Phantom Ranch, you must make reservations prior to going. Reservations can be made online, and the steak dinner was about $60. After a night's sleep in our tents, we had instant coffee and freeze-dried meal for breakfast. The freeze-dried meals are lightweight, easy to make, and just add water. They're surprisingly tasty and nutritious. We had tasted some of our meals before the hike, and if you have a sensitive stomach, it's a good idea to test the food before you go on your hike. While Diliana was in the bathroom at Bright Angel Campground, this huge rattlesnake appeared right outside the restroom door. There are 9 species of rattlesnakes in the canyon, and according to the Arizona Poison and Drug Information Center, less than 1% of rattlesnake bites result in human deaths. Still, a good idea to avoid them, especially when you hear them rattle. Mule deer can be seen in several areas in the canyon, and we saw several on our hike. The Box is a 4-mile part of the canyon and notorious for being one of the hottest parts of the hike. Be sure to check conditions and plan what time of the day you hike this area to avoid the intense heat. It's absolutely amazing to see as the canyon reaches up to the sky above you. We bought a Zoleo satellite communicator for emergencies, which allowed us to send and receive emails and keep family and friends updated throughout the 3-day adventure. encountered several groups of mules and riders. When encountering them, be sure to give them the right of way. They also create quite a bit of dust and smell from the poop they leave on the trail. There are several small bridges in the box well worth seeing as you plan your Grand Canyon hike. In our original quest to hike from the south to the north rim of the magnificent canyon, fate intervened with unexpected challenges. Unusually high snow and water level forced the closure of the north rim, altering our plans. Undeterred, we embraced the opportunity to embark on an alternative path, descending from the south rim to the bottom of the north rim and back. Little did we know that this detour would bless us with an even greater test of endurance and a profound sense of humility as our total hiking mileage surpassed the conventional rim-to-rim journey. The Bright Angel Campground restrooms have running water, sink, and flushing toilets. On our visit, we had to flush the toilets by scooping water from the yellow water pool and pouring them into the toilets. Remember to watch out for snakes in this area. Crossing the Colorado River and hiking by its edge at 5 a.m. with the sunrise was breathtaking. If you're going to hike back to the top of the South Rim, be sure to leave early to avoid the heat in the Devil's Corkscrew. We suggest bringing a water filter, and we brought the Sawyer Squeeze, although we did not have to use it on the hike. One mistake we made was the amount of food we brought. We could have brought much less to reduce the weight of our packs. Food that we're glad we brought and highly recommend are electrolytes, salted pretzels, dried fruit, beef jerky, and freeze-dried meals. As we hiked back in the Devil's Corkscrew, I was humbled by the realization that no video, photo, or words could truly ever fully grasp the sheer magnitude and breathtaking beauty that was around us. This area is an absolute must-see. We're in the Devil's Corkscrew, and it's absolutely amazing. What do you guys think? How's it been so far?
Awesome.
Probably about, what, 4 miles in?
Yeah, 4.5.
4.5 miles in. Really Phantom Ranch and very, very bird proof. This is probably one of the most beautiful parts of the canyon. I'm just like blown away by it. We saw many hikers cramping from dehydration, and many hikers appeared to underestimate the wilderness and appeared to overestimate their own abilities. We strongly recommend hydrating before the hike and drinking water and electrolytes regularly. Eating salty snacks regularly along the way also helps avoid dehydration. One absolute must to hike the Grand Canyon is to wear good shoes. I wore Hoka Speed Goats with custom orthotics, and I had no blisters or foot problems of any kind on the hike. Be sure to do test hikes in your shoes to be sure they are adequate for this extreme hike. House. We're in between the 3 mile house and the 1.5 mile house, and it's hot, and I'm starting to feel those miles add up. We're all hanging in there, but we definitely feel it now after all these miles of hiking and the elevation of going up with these heavy packs. Well, I can't believe it. We're at the end of the trail. This was epic. And as I thought at the beginning of this hike, it tested our physical ability to the limit. And I don't know. How do you feel?
Now we are ready to do rim to rim.
Now we're ready to do rim to rim. I know we could do rim to rim because this was longer than rim to rim. And I know we could do it. We got the energy. So anyway, as we approach the trailhead, filled with all these emotions of being able to do this, and to my wonderful wife who made it. Anything you want to tell everybody as we approach the end of the road here?
The beers were waiting for me.
Beers are waiting. And this marks the end of the trail. As we look back, Lewis is still coming. There we go, the end of the trail. All right, we just finished, and that was epic. I'm filled with emotion, and just like that was seriously an epic hike. How was it for you guys?
Humbling. It takes guts to finish. You gotta be. You gotta pull from your inner guts to keep going sometimes.
Yeah, because that last part, it wasn't that far, but I was like, I had to take a lot more breaks towards the end, and there were some guys that were cramping bad on the way back up. In fact, one guy was really bad. Yeah, we had to give some guys, so we had to give them some food and some other stuff to kind of, but we made it.
Yeah, we made it successfully. It was great, and now we're ready for
good trip.
Yeah, now we're ready for it.
We're doing Kai Bob tomorrow.
But after like almost 30 miles, I think that was just, so we'll see. Right now I actually feel pretty good. I'm surprised. I thought I would be in more pain and stuff, but I'm not as tired as I thought it would be. I'm sure I won't feel that way later when we sleep. I'm sore in my back a little bit. How you guys, any injuries?
I think I will go.
He's a little stiff, but it'll go away probably once I take the pack off.
Yeah, so Diliana, we just took our packs off, so we took ours off already. And it's cold here. We actually have very mixed weather. It's cold now at the top. The bottom's probably like mid-80s today, I guess. It wasn't that hot today. I think that helped us a lot because it wasn't as hot.
If it was hotter, there'd be more people dropping out there.
Yeah, because
A lot of people didn't bring enough water.
Yeah, and they weren't.
And they weren't prepared anyway, besides the water.
Yeah. But we were prepared. I mean, we didn't have any cramping issues. I usually cramp. I didn't have any issues, but we really prepared. So.
Yeah, I didn't cramp at all. Just my knee hurts.
Yeah.
And the rain helped.
Yeah, the weather today was perfect because if it would have been hot, I think that would have been.
Get out and hike.
How's the hike been, guys?
You did. Not a bad one.
Yeah, so the bathrooms are pretty close together. We kind of expected that. We thought there'd be more water. In the desert? I didn't know that. No, I'm kidding.
We've been chewing on cactuses to survive.
Yeah, my prickly pear are good. My butt's hurt sitting on this rock. I think I'm more excited than they are. I wonder if the Grand Canyon is ready for us. Those last comments?
I gotta adjust.
Yeah. Oops. Yes.
Chapter 3, Escape from the Grand Canyon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of water.
A lot of water. All right, guys, we're gonna keep going, but we're still having a good time.
Pizza Hut!
So sometimes when you're in the Grand Canyon, you gotta watch out for the mules. Mules in the Grand Canyon. What do you guys think of that?
They make this.
They're awesome. They kind of poop on the trail, and when it's hot, you smell that stuff from the thing. Just add water, and voila. Bon appetit from the bottom of the Grand Canyon.
Phantom Ranch welcomes you, but it's chained.
Take me where your river flows. I wanna drive on your open road like the wilderness where we are born singing whoa. There's an ocean in your eyes, a million stars that paint the sky.